Hello, hello, friends from higher ed. How are we doing in the middle of the crisis? Hopefully, you're hanging in there just like I am. So you may have heard of something called Zoom bombing. I think by this point, everybody knows about it. It's basically uninvited guests popping up in your meeting um, and saying racist stuff or sharing inappropriate content, or just being really disruptive to your participants. And so that's obviously not something that we want our students to experience, not something we want our colleagues to experience. And so I made a quick little video, or I'm making a quick little video to show you all how we incorporated the Zoom waiting room feature to authenticate the check-in process. And so basically what we want to make sure is that everybody who's on our meetings, in our attending our events, are people that are directly affiliated with the university. And so we have developed a check-in process to make sure that the people that are on the call are legitimately associated with the institution. And that way there's also some sort of accountability if something were to go wrong with people that are participants from your campus. There's a way to track who's attending. And obviously it's also verifiable data. Like, you want to collect who's coming to your events and meetings to be able to continue the assessment process during this crazy COVID time. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And so I'm going to show you the back end of my Zoom account. So this is the administrative panel of my Zoom account. It's basically the landing page when you log in. As you can see, I have changed my name to be student involvement. So first name student, last name involvement. The reason why I do this is because in the waiting room feature, if you have your personal name, it'll say Rigo's personal meeting room. And I'd rather it say student involvement personal meeting room, just because not everybody obviously knows who you are on campus, unless you're really famous, or you're at a smaller campus, and that might not be an issue. But for just to keep it more official, I changed my name to student involvement, so it would be easy to identify. Okay, so I also changed my personal link to this. It says depaul.zoom.us/my/OSI events. So you're able to change your URL, and it looks like you can change it multiple times. But I've changed it to OSI events just so that it's an easy URL to remember, so that people are not having to remember codes, or it just looks cleaner and easier to find. So I definitely recommend looking into doing that. So now, in order to enable features that will prevent Zoom bombing on your calls, go to settings off on the side. So I've enabled or disabled features like join before hosts, because that's not something that we want happening. Also disabled the screen sharing. Let's see. Well, right now I have the file transfers turned on. You can also turn that off if you don't want people to share files. Anybody besides like the files, the host, I would disable that. Co-host feature, you want to leave on screen sharing. I've left it on for host only. That way nobody else can share content on their screen that you maybe don't want to be shared during a call. Okay, especially because sometimes people are playing around with their features and they'll accidentally share their screen or do something like that. So here at the very bottom, let's see, keep scrolling. Okay, so I have arrived at my waiting room. I want to send all participants to the waiting room, as you see highlighted here. And now here is a really cool part. You can customize the title, logo, and description. And so if I open this, you can see that I've customized the waiting room screen. And so it says, welcome, please check into the event using your DHIP QR code. So a general statement. It only allows you 64 characters at the top. This little area right here is intended for a logo. Oh, what did I do? Let me go back. So that area is intended for a logo. Um, I've used it for a QR code. And then your meeting topic is going to be whatever the meeting name is. In our case, it's going to say, or in my case, it's going to say student involvement's personal meeting room. I've also included a little description down here to provide further instructions. And so I explained that a staff member will be with them momentarily to fulfill the check-in process. I've also included a link for people that may have difficulty with scanning a QR code. We obviously still want them to be able to check into the event. So ideally, they'll be able to pop in that link into a web browser. You can also consider creating a tiny URL for the check-in so that it's not like a long link like this. Or, well, that's not a really long link, but like a cleaner link. You can create a tiny URL so that people are able to type it into their phone easily, just because, unfortunately, this feature does not allow hyperlinking yet. But yes, so basically what we're doing is we have somebody at every event designated to the check-in process. And so you want to have somebody who has access to the participant check-in list. They are looking at who is coming into the event. And once they verify that people have checked in, because like when people get onto Zoom, it has their name. So somebody has to manually cross-reference the systems. And so unfortunately, right now, there is no way to do it automatically. But if you assign a person to do it, it's very easy. And you can also have more than one person do it if you assign multiple co-hosts. So definitely suggest having somebody dedicated just to letting people into the room. And that is a little bit about how we incorporated the waiting room feature. So best of luck out there, and let me know if you have any questions about what I've just shared. Thank you.